Stock tip. Best stock setups.
Hello everybody, welcome to a new episode of Stock Tip Daily Update with me, Marcel Todia. I was warning yesterday against opening too many short positions right now because the market has already fallen a little too much, and now you see why. I think the main culprits is Apple, or are a few blue chips like Apple and Amazon and Nvidia. And you can see here why. So Apple has reached a very important support line that has held since 2020, and yes, we've quite tested it yet now, and we've bounced back up. So this is what we've had today: a big green candle, and we are heading for the 9-day moving average, and I just have a feeling we won't stop there, and we are going to head for the 20 moving average. Are we going to turn back down again after we touch the 20, or are we going to continue up? Well, I can't say. But if you take a look at the next big blue chip, Amazon, then you might think we've fallen far enough, and now would be the time to rise up again. So this is Amazon. Take a look at it in the weekly chart. Also in the weekly chart, Amazon hasn't touched the 200 average since 2009. And now we've come very close to it in the weekly chart. We've also consolidated quite a bit, so we've consolidated at the maximum almost 30%. Now we are at 20%. So one might expect that this is enough and that we will break out soon. And if Amazon breaks out and if Apple breaks out, then I expect that the whole market is going to break out. Apple still looks very bullish long term soon. So if they manage to break out, then the whole market might just manage to follow suit. So let's take a look how the SPY did. So the SPY pretty much followed suit and rallied. It's not that a convincing rally, so it's just the one green candle here at the end of a descending at a downtrend. We've closed above the 90 moving average, but overall this is still a downtrend. We just might see that tomorrow the results are negative again, and that we turn south again. But I still think it has a lot to do with how Amazon and Apple are doing. If Amazon and Apple are continuing to grow, then we just might have a nice surprise here that the SPY overall is going to break out. I'm a little saddened because I hoped to be able to reach 400 before Thursday, or until Thursday. Right now that doesn't seem like it's going to happen, but you never know. You only need one big candle or one big day, and there you are. You are where you wanted to be. I don't know, but for the time being, like I said yesterday, the market has reached a pretty important inflection point again, this correction, and who knows? Just might be that we've consolidated enough and that we are ready to break out again. If you want to ask and say, how is the economy going to turn back again? Or why is the economy now all of a sudden so great during a war that's seeing a ban on so many important imports? Well, the market doesn't have that much in common with the economy, with the real state of the economy, but with the feelings, with fear and with I think with anxiousness, but also with hope here. So when everybody starts hoping again, then I don't think that the fundamentals are going to be of any real interest to anybody, just like it was in 2020. Don't forget, the pandemic hasn't ended yet, and the market still rallies since I don't know, April or May 2020. So what's the logic behind that? There isn't any, but still it's happening, and we might see the same thing here. I'm not saying that we are going to, but we might. So if we will, just don't be surprised. That's why for the time being the strategy remains the same. I think a volatile period is going to follow, so pretty much save your cash, be ready, just save your cash, and just better sit on the sidelines. You don't have any good entry. I think a definite entry is, of course, above this line, above 440 in the SPY. Until then, you don't have any entry, so you can't really do anything. How did the Nasdaq do? The same. So a nice candle, but both of them still be beneath still below the medium volume here. So not that convincing, but still a positive day after 2 negative days. And this positive day has resulted in a plus 3% in the tech sector. Also, the Russell has moved a bit sideways here. Like I've also said yesterday, we'll have 1 day max until we reach the support line, and then a little bounce is bound to happen. Well, I wasn't that far away from the truth. Then the DAX, the German markets, we are still heading nicely for the 20 moving average. And take a look at this. We are consolidating so nice here. We have an ascending triangle here, and we might just be surprised to see that the market starts booming again when we break out above 28. I think 28 would be the margin here, above 28. That would mean above this last high here, this last peak, and above the 20 moving average. The same can be told about euro to US dollar. I've also said yesterday that we are going to move a bit sideways before we are going to continue down. If the market starts again, then we might just turn back up again. That's a might. Don't really think so. I think the euro is going to remain bearish, and I think for the next couple of days or so we are going to be moving sideways first. Oil, I've also said yesterday that oil, gold and silver are heading for the 50 moving average, and with this shooting star we are almost there. We just need 70 cents more, and that would put an end to the put an end to the to this correction. We are almost at the start, back to the start. So we've lost 23%. I hope you have taken profits here. If you didn't, who's to blame? Always take profit. And gold, pretty much the same. We've started, I think I've started here somewhere, I don't know anymore, but we are now almost 8% down, so let's say 8% down, and almost at the 50 moving average, so we're almost done. After that, a nice bounce up and a nice sideways move, and just later are we going to go back up. The same in silver. And do we have anything more? Yes, we have a nice development here in the financial sector, represented through XLF. you see here a nice bullish candle, so I'm curious what the banks are going to do in this region. Then the banks are going to go slowly lower. And the electric vehicle, not the electric vehicle, but the solar sector, sorry, has awakened a bit. We just need to close above this candle here, and then the sector regains its life again. So this was these were the main sectors here. My position I've added just to be safe, just to stay on the safe side. I went long with a call on 4,600, so 4,600. That would expire in June. So now I'm hopeful I would get I will reach this this target. I'm still holding on a put for well, I haven't sold the put that expires on Thursday yet, and I'm still holding on a put that would expire just I think mid-April. So I also have a month or so for the negative side. Who knows what's going to happen? So we've talked about the main positions. I don't have any active positions except for these options, and we've talked about the main sectors. We've talked about the strategy. I think we've covered pretty much everything. You didn't have any questions, and then I think I managed to make myself clear. Pretty happy with that. If you do have any questions this time, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. If not, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Thanks for joining, and don't forget to join tomorrow. Now I shall continue with some setups.